Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite Airbnb I've ever stayed in. I've done another video about my favorite Airbnb experience, but this one is going to be overall favorite Airbnb, and that is Lake Atilan, Guatemala. I am so excited to share this place with you guys. Thank you for joining us, Chloe. Okay, so why is this my favorite Airbnb overall? Okay. Lake Atilan, Guatemala, if you have never heard of it, which I hadn't before I went. Unfortunately, I had a friend that had attended a wedding there before. It is absolutely incredible. Guatemala wasn't super high on my list, even though pretty much everywhere is on my list, but there are some that I want to get to a little bit quicker than others. This ended up being one of my favorite trips. So I'm partially due to this Airbnb. So you'll see why. On this episode of MTV Cribs, we're going to be taking you on a tour of our lake house. Let's start with the view you wake up to first thing in the morning. It's so pretty, it's almost hard to believe that it's real. This is the view from the second level of the house, but let's skip down and start by the water. The hot tub has arguably one of the best views of probably any Airbnb out there. A little fireplace that heats the hot tub. You could entertain yourself for days just in this little area. Stairs down in the water. That's where the kayaks are. Floating dock. Beautiful. There was another look at that epic hot tub, but going up the stairs, something that was fun about this house is every time we turned around, we were finding something we didn't know was there, like this outdoor shower. But speaking of stairs, this house is built into the side of a hill, and so maybe the only downside is you go up and down a lot of stairs every day. Totally worth it though. This is the entrance to the house from the bottom level, and as you'll see, we were a little winded coming up and down the stairs.
Okay. Well, are you winded? Are you winded?
A little bit.
Are you winded?
I'm not.
Nothing. Totally normal.
I'm pretty sure the king beds separate up.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this art.
Like watermelon.
I'm not kidding when I say that this house was built into the side of the mountain. This level had a couple bedrooms that we'll fast forward through here. I wish I would have gotten a better video of the living room, but it is big and spacious, as well as the kitchen, and there is an awesome deck that overlooks the whole property. The deck off the top level of this house was huge, and I can't get over to this day the panoramic views of that lake. I don't generally stay in one place for a long time when I'm traveling, just because I have a limited amount of PTO. I am not a full-time traveler, but this house was definitely the exception. We were here for about a week, and I think I could have stayed longer. The property is just amazing. We were always able to keep ourselves entertained doing something, or we would take the kayaks out onto the water, watch the boats go by, and we did rent motorcycles and went into town, explored all the little towns along the lake. We did get stopped by the police because the boys were not wearing their helmets, so safety first, kids. It was so fun riding the motorcycles from our house to the different towns around the lake. I will say though, you need experience because there are certain parts of the lake that are only accessible via roads like this or the water taxis. And some of the hills were pretty steep. So I would just advise knowing what you're doing. This was a rooftop restaurant that we stopped at. I've got to say the food in Guatemala was so good, and once again, the views of this lake are just incredible. I also love when one of my friends that I'm traveling with has a drone because you end up with footage like this that just helps you remember how cool the place is that you got to visit. Okay, now that the video's taken a complete left turn, this is us going up to go paragliding, and we got stuck numerous times. We had a great time. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Wait, we gotta get this song ready.
Más fuerte!
Yeah! Ready? Stupid and contagious! We all know entertain us!
I don't know how I didn't get a video of us paragliding. I think that I must have been nervous. Had a great time, but I will suggest if you get motion sick that you need to bring some motion sick medication with you. But back to our journey around the lake. As if the lake is not beautiful enough as it is, there's waterfalls along the way that look like that. We only took a water taxi once since we had the motorcycles, but you can get anywhere you need around the lake via water taxi. I don't even think I need to do much explaining. Like, it's pretty easy to see why this is my favorite Airbnb I've ever stayed in. Extremely affordable. The family that helps take care of the home is awesome. It's really easy to communicate with the host. So add this place to your travel bucket lists. And if you want more recommendations or content, like and subscribe. Thanks.